Hey guys, welcome back to Point Blank with me, Genevieve. If you're new here, I am an artist and I just dropped a single called See Clearer. If you haven't watched it, I've dropped the visualizer and I have lots lined up. I'm coming towards the end of my first debut album. I'm just waiting for some of the tracks to be finished, mixing and mastered, and then it's release time. I'm releasing 10 tracks on my album called Don't Throw Your Pearls to the Pigs. And yeah, I wish I had dropped an album already, but sometimes you have to go through stuff and it takes years. You have to go through seasons. And then that's the only way it can ever actually mean something in a body of work. You can't fake it because people are going to tell. So there's a lot of emotion in my album. So there's just a lot going on right now. And I'm trying to obviously run Point Blank with Genevieve as well to drop weekly. But yeah, today I wanted to talk about my single, Thief in the Night, which I just realized today I dropped a year ago. I actually thought it was 2 years ago. It just feels like ages ago. I've been so busy, so many transitions these last 2 years that I have lost track of the songs I've dropped. But let's talk about it because I went to Iceland. Look at me saying Iceland. I went to Iceland, but it is a land of ice and fire. That's what they call it. Iceland. Oh my days, it was epic. It was epic. This song cost me the most. It cost me the most. I'll tell you at the end how much it actually all cost for an independent artist. Looking back now, I could have dropped an album with that money. But yeah, so I went to Iceland and we're gonna watch it together. I'm not sure if I'll play the whole thing because you can actually go and watch the whole thing, but I might play it. I just want to talk through things I remember and how we actually made these shots. Now, if you look at one of Justin Bieber's music videos, I can't remember which one. I wanted to check so I could mention it on this podcast, but I forgot to check. But he shot a music video in Iceland, and the locations in his music video are like the generic locations that tourists go to. And I didn't want that for this music video. I wanted to go above and beyond. I wanted to show things that the average person wouldn't see, like from Iceland reels, TikToks, So one of the main locations that I went to was 6-hour drive from the Airbnb and 6 hours back. So that's 12 hours just to get to one location that I really wanted to, that I didn't really see in people's videos or music videos. And I did some research on people that shot music videos out in Iceland. So that is some of the shots in here. But then there is one that's the main tourist attraction, which is the aeroplane crash. You can Google that and you'll find the location. So let's start. Let's play it and let's talk about it. One of the main things, my look was completely different here. Obviously, I've cut my hair now. If you're new to me and who I am, I had long braids here, and it was quite a heavy look. I'm really glad that I changed up my look. And in my previous podcast, Music and Me, I talk about how my image has changed and some of the choices I've made, and also what played a part into me dressing a certain way. Do you know what I mean? What were some of those influences that I now have gotten rid of? So let's go, because there's too much to talk about. Okay, so it opens. You see like a canyon in Iceland. So, do you know what I mean? Not a canyon, like a meteoroid thing, yeah? So there's the aeroplane. I've just stepped out. I actually wanted to wear this jacket for this, I wanted to wear this jacket when I spoke about this song and I've just forgot. but never mind. Okay, so here I'm at a massive rock. It looks like I'm in space. It looks like I'm in Mars. I just got this outfit, like online, got some boots, sprayed the boots with Protect, so that, yeah, we could keep shooting at different locations and they wouldn't get dirty. Okay, this shot that we just saw, this shot right here, I'm absolutely in the middle of nowhere. The wind is painful in your face. It looks like a great shot. First of all, it looks like a sunny day. It looks like there's blue skies there, there's no clouds, but I'm shooting in minus 10 degrees. Right now it's minus 10 degrees. Underneath that jacket, all I've got is like a chrome sleeveless strap top. Nothing underneath, it's just that. It's just a chrome thing. Just trying to keep some aesthetic. Do you know what I mean? Like the chromes, and didn't want to have like go out there with your 10 layers. Do you know what I mean? Like who wants to be seeing that? Imagine if I looked like that. So I had to just sort of, I had to just do it. If you want to shoot a music video out in Iceland, you've just got to put your mind to it, I'm doing it. You can't be showing up with glove, hat, scarf, trying to shoot a music video, mate. You're not in character. So bear in mind, this shot looks beautiful, looks amazing. Mate, minus 10 freaking degrees. Yeah, the light looks beautiful. You can see the ice blowing in the background, the mist. You can see my hair blowing. It was painful. All of these shots, I'm starting to get frostbite on my hands. It was so painful. We could not shoot this continuously. I had to keep stopping, sitting in the car for 10-15 minutes, warming up, doing this on my hands. I'm making sure my videographer's all right. I'm not just thinking about myself. I'm thinking about the people around me, like, are you all right? Because I understand this is not easy to shoot in. We've added obviously some VFX, flying rocks, that looks sick. This location right now, I think this is actually at the aeroplane crash. So you have to take a big truck. It drives for about 20 minutes. Do you know some people actually walk it? That's what I found out. People legit walk that and walk back. But it's said to be so cold that some people don't make it back and you have to call help. Someone has to be with you that can call help. You can literally Google, mate. People have fainted because they thought they're all tough. So they walk up there 20 minutes, but you can't get back. Because the thing about Iceland is the weather keeps changing dramatically. So yeah, it's minus 9 degrees, but before you know it, like, it's just frostbite. Like, you will just freeze. You're walking and you just start freezing. It's like it just ramps up. You think you can endure it with like scarves and things like that. Things just change. Like things that it's literally like being on Mars. Like if I could imagine, it's not normal. It does not feel like Earth. It does not feel like today I'm going out and you've got morning, lunchtime, and evening. You lose track of time, first of all. So you lose track of the separation of the day. Do you know what I mean? You literally do, because the light keeps changing. Where you expect the light to be, it's not. When you just turn around again, it looks completely different. The whole landscape is constantly changing. So yeah, I thought that was interesting. So I was like, we definitely got to get a big truck, hop in a big truck, 20 minutes. Obviously, I'm still doing makeup touches. If you watch the BTS that I was posting on my TikTok and Instagram, on the way there, and then this is where we are shooting these scenes. Okay, now the location you're looking at now, this is the Black Beach Sand location that we drove 6 hours to. You can search for a video that has this in. It's hard to find, unless it's like a documentary or like a bit of a movie, but like I've not seen a music video shot here before. If you can find one, show me, because I'd love to see how they actually how they actually enjoyed that. Because to shoot a music video, it's multiple takes. Yeah, you can go there, make a quick reel, but to shoot a whole music video, and the lighting's always changing, and then you have to shoot again, or do you know what I mean? The wind's so strong, so it's blown all my braids in my face, so the whole shot is just like braids in my face. Gotta go again. But now your hands have got frostbite, gotta sit in the car again for 10-15 minutes, make sure everyone's all right. Is everyone ready to go again? Do you know what I mean? Warm up their hands, shoot again. So, but luckily, whoever is working with me, like, they choose to work with me. They choose to go on an adventure. So that's the thing. If you shoot with me, I'm not going to choose something basic. Everyone's already doing basic. So, and you know what? On the way back from this location, I'm going to tell you what we saw. That was the only time in my life I can say that I've seen something I'll never see again. I'll tell you what it was. But anyway, so let's play that. I love this shot. This shot through the ice. So walking on glacier in the background. I just whacked on a balaclava. To be honest, I look back at it now and I'm like, gosh, did I really need that balaclava? But I just was finding things to make this release fun and interesting. And when it came to the post promo, once the song was out, I got 3 extras to wear these masks, wear these, like the girls wore chrome fitted body corsets with similar trousers to what I'm wearing now, but not these. So I styled them to look sort of extraterrestrial, out of this world. That's what I wanted them to look like. Like they've overcome this world. We are not of this world. We're different. That type of thing. Connotations I wanted to play on. So, yeah, let's keep going. So yeah, I mean, you can see in this shot, the light's completely changed. The light's completely changed. This shot actually looks really dark, but couple minutes ago, it was really bright. So it's like when you see the light, you have to shoot, you have to go. Everything you see and you want, no point thinking, shall we not? Like, you've got to do it or you're going to lose the opportunity. And it's like, here I look comfortable. I'm freezing. My hands are numb. I think at this point, after this, is where I shot some face shots at the trucks that were pulled up. And I think, yeah, so this was the exact moment where I actually went to sit in the car because my hands could not move. They could not move. But, you know, like, we've come all the way to Iceland. I understand this. I've prepped myself. I've scouted so many locations. I've scouted the coordinates. I've scouted local places to stop and eat, like where to refill. I've come prepared to Iceland. I didn't come unprepared. The project I planned the most and spent the most money on. Like, really. But I still think that I look casual though. Let's pause the waterfall shots. I still feel like I look casual. I've changed so much since then. Like, I feel like I'm more real now than I was then because I don't have the fake braids. And I love that. I love that I cut my hair and I don't have to... Well, I got the braids so I wouldn't spend so much time in the mirror. But same thing with cutting my hair now. I don't spend so much time in the mirror. But underneath the braids, I had long hair, like up to here. And just to make it look nice, it's just long. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, like I really, you know what I don't like about myself? I wasn't really hitting the gym, yeah? So rolls, I don't like my rolls, yeah? I'm just gonna let you know. But I've overcome a lot about my self-image. I'm not gonna not put out a music video just because I have some rolls. Because, do you know what I mean? Get your music out and other people will like it. Some people might not even notice that you ain't hitting the gym. But look, I don't like the way my waist looks in these friggin' shots. But the waterfall looks great. So anyway, here we are at the waterfall. Let me just tell you before we continue playing this. Mate, I freaking slipped and I fell down. And I got up in a couple of seconds in character and continued singing my bloody song. And my videographer was like, did you really just get up that quick? I was like, yeah, mate. Let's go again. Just acted as if nothing happened. I had a whole crowd watching me because this is obviously a tourist attraction. This is like one of the waterfalls you must see. So I've got a whole bloody audience watch me fall down and get back up. And they were talking to me and I was just like, yeah, I'm out here shooting a music video, artist, blah, blah, blah. And I was, giving them my YouTube and networking. But, yeah, so that's what happened. I'll never forget it. This is a different location. Back to that one. I love the nails though. Come on. Every little detail I try to go all out. So braids are icy. They go from blue into white. That's all done on purpose. You got the chromes, metallic, space, out of this world. You've got the nails. They were like intergalactic. They had stars on them. Do you know what I mean? Waterfall looks insane. Like, everybody needs to go to Iceland. You need to go to Iceland. I swear it's the closest thing to another planet that you could ever have. Iceland. It's mental. My voice was very deep in this song and I try not to sing like that too much. The water looks amazing. Oh. I can't believe that is me. When I watch myself, I can't believe that that's me. Like, I've come such a long way. Like, when I'm walking across this black part here, VFX, walking across that terrain, I'm freezing. I'm thinking about my videographer. Is he okay on the other side? And as soon as I get back from the shot and having to walk across, I'm like, are you alright, mate? Because it's -10 degrees and we could not wait to get some hot food, hot coffee after shooting. I mean, guys, listen, one day I hope to be back because I still dream about this place. I dream about this place. And just talking about this is getting me so excited because, gosh, it's, mate, I haven't got the words. I've not got the words. I've got to go back to this place. After this, we did get some coffee and I realised Icelandic people don't put milk in their coffee. You have to ask for it. So every coffee I've got, I was like, why is it so bitter? The weather's already bitter. Put me in some milk, please, love. And I just had a great time networking with people in Iceland and I've got lots to tell you. Like, Iceland is so expensive though. Mate, there's just lots to tell you. But okay, so that's that. Walking across. Oh, standing on ice. I love that view. Wow. Make sure you guys go and watch it, okay? Okay, so we've watched it together now, but I just want to talk about other little parts. Yeah. let's just talk about just other important things about this song. So, at the time when I wrote Thief in the Night, I was working away from home for about a couple of weeks. And I actually recorded Thief in the Night in a studio in Oh My Days. Like, I had the name of the place, starts with a B, I think. Anyway, if it comes to me, I'll let you know. Brighton, that was it. I recorded the vocals in a studio in Brighton. I actually really enjoyed working with that producer because she was the second female producer I had worked with. All the others were just male that I had worked with. So it's nice to work with a female again. But anyway, so there was it was always fully booked, like the studio for me to practice in or like anything like that before my sesh. And where I was working, there were other people there. I couldn't really like be loud like I wanted to, and how I like to sing out the song and record, get myself ready to record it. And like if you go for a walk and just try and write your song, you can't really sing out loud. So what I did is I'm going to tell you it's mad, but listen, I don't even care. I just want to get the job done because I've got to go to the studio and make sure that I sound decent. I don't want to keep paying to practice in a studio as well. Like even if they had a slot. But anyway, there was like this newly built area at where I was working, which was empty, but then they put bins in there, like these modern bins. So when I tell you I was recording like in a bin area, you might be like, why? But no, I wouldn't have done it if it was dirty. I wouldn't have done it. It was just like a sort of mini warehouse type of thing. And they had bins in there. But that's literally where I went. And I would just sing the song out there, write it, sing, write. And that's just what I did. That was the space where it could be quiet. And I know it's mad, but that's where I recorded Thief in the Night, was in that space. And then I, because I could have said like, oh, there's just nowhere to actually practice this song and all of that stuff. But you just look at something and you make the most of it. And so I just didn't even care what anyone thought. So I recorded it there. And then, practiced it there, and then went and recorded it at the studio, and that was that. And till this day, the people that were there, like around me at work, they're like, I can't believe you actually recorded it in there. At the time, they thought I was mad for like singing in that space, like at the bins. And me, I see any crazy location as an opportunity. I don't look at it as, oh, this is the bins. Like, if there's a table in there and I needed a table to do work, I'll go in there and use that table. I don't care, because I know one day I'm not going to have to do that. One day I'm going to be in an amazing place. You can afford anything you want. And it's like, I will always appreciate where I came from. Even if if most of those seasons I was just by myself, believing in myself, I'm alright with that, because I know where I'm going. Do you know what I mean? So, Thief in the Night, humble beginnings, mate, because I know where I recorded it when I had to make the most out of my space and time, and that just happened to be it for me. And then also, so let's talk about Oh My Days. Like, I could have, with the amount of money that this project cost, I could have put out an album, but I wasn't really joined to management at the time. So you make certain decisions where, a manager might say to you, you could do more of that money. So I spent 3K on accommodation, flights, outfit, like doing things in Iceland, and like I think that some of the recording of the tracks. So it's about 3K. Like 3K, you can get an album mixed and some of it mastered. Well, I say some, depends who you go to. If you just go to someone really cheap, you could get it mixed and mastered, yeah? But so that's my regret is, do you know what I mean? I could have done more. Like, did I really have to go all out for this one song, 3K? What was actually going on in my mind? I didn't realize the money that I was spending. I was just like, let's get some big visuals. But just because you get big visuals I wasn't thinking, how's this going to make me money back? How's this going to give me a return? Do you know what I mean? Where I think about those things now, which is why I don't really want to go all out like that anymore till I've got a couple of albums out. And yeah, that was that. Let me think. Some funny stories about shooting in Iceland. So the Airbnb where we were staying, obviously my braids are long. When I got out the shower, I didn't realise that some of the blue was flicking on the white cabinet, yeah? But I'm talking about, it's so minuscule that you'd have to be right up to the cupboard to notice that there's a blue dot on there. But obviously the owner of the house, they would notice. Do you know what I mean? I think on the sofa, there was like a blue speck. I think in the kitchen, there was like a blue speck. And it was only when we left and they wrote to me, what's all these blue specks about, mate? And I was like, telling everyone, I was like, you know, who was working on this project with me, I was like, guys, did none of you actually notice the blue that was around the property? Yeah, that was my hair, mate. 700 quid I had to pay to the Airbnb. It was actually over 700 quid, mate. So talk about, like, because you know Airbnb takes, well, the Airbnb is the middleman. So if you do anything to the property, they've got your card details, so they'll just take the money. But, yeah, that was, I wish that never happened. But you know what? You're having so much fun shooting an amazing project. You can't always get everything perfect. There's going to be accidents and slip-ups on the way. It's just unfortunate that the braids, I did freaking tie up with a do-rag though, do you know what I mean? But it was just flicking all over the place. That was that. I also got a fine in Iceland for going over the speed limit. I think the speed limit was 30 and I was doing 35. On the way to the airport at 3 a.m. So the flight, this is the thing about Icelandic flights, they're all like at 6, 7 a.m, mate. So you have to leave your Airbnb at like 3 to go to like some bus. Guys, my memory cards are always full. I literally cleared them, some of the footage, before recording, and it stopped recording because it said it was full. How do you explain that? So I'm going to pick up where I left off. So 3 a.m. we had to leave the Airbnb to catch the flight for 7. Well, obviously we're driving to some bus shelter thing to hand in the rented car. And this is the thing. This is where it's just a bit mad, because it's 3 a.m. in the morning, it's minus 10 degrees. We hand in the car. This is one thing I hated about our flight back from Iceland, was this. The people inside were telling us, you have to stand out on the main road. There's no shelter. You have to stand out at the main road and you have to wait for a bus that passes by and takes you to the airport. If you miss it, you have to wait for the next one. But there's no guide that actually stands there to tell you, it's here, guys. Like, you visiting Iceland have to do this yourself. The people they're sitting in the office, like the people taking back the rental cars, they're in the office, like way down there. But you're way up there, waiting for some shuttle to turn up to take you to the airport. Now, when everyone saw me and the team standing out on the front, I'm just trying to gather my thoughts from that day. Since the camera's cut off, bear with. They now see, okay, so they're standing out there. So everyone went back in the warmth. and we were like, well, if we all go in, we'll all miss the shuttle. So we were like literally playing bodyguard for everyone who had dumped their suitcases there and went back in. We were stood out there waiting for this bus, and it made like we waited at least an hour in -10 degrees weather before that shuttle showed up down a misty, narrow road. Like you could see the faint lights coming, and we were like, okay, there's hope, like here it is. Do you know what I mean? It was actually horrible, and I wish there would be some sort of communication between the person driving that shuttle and the people in the office to say, send everybody out because I'm here. But none of that. You've got to stand in -10 degrees weather and hope you don't miss it to get to your to get to the airport to get your flight. So that was mad. Let me just tell you about this car rental. So basically, I had rented a Suzuki Jimny. Is that what it's called? A white one, because I wanted some sick BTS shots of that in the location. I mean, like I had planned this trip. I didn't want like a basic car for BTS content. So in the emails, they're like, yeah, we've got you the Suzuki, the Jeep. I'm like, amazing, great. I've paid extra. Get there, they haven't got it. Apparently the wind is too strong for the Suzukis to go out. That there's been cases of Suzukis rolling in the wind. So I wasn't happy about that, do you know what I mean? Because you're paying extra for this particular car, and then you get there and it's like, oh, today's the wind's a bit naff, so we're going to give you a naff car. And I was just like, I don't think so, mate. Where's my Suzuki, mate? I'm shooting a music video. Need that as BTS ASAP. But anyway, so they give me the keys to like another SUV, but it's not the Suzuki. Do you know what I mean? So I ain't happy, but regardless, we kept it moving. Because, yeah, we just needed to get to the Airbnb and start planning to shoot the next day. I was only in Iceland for 3 days, so we shot this over 3 days. We had multiple locations to go to. Some of the locations we visited at, we just went to look at. We didn't actually shoot there. So I think that is the main things about this trip. Like all the things that you would want to know. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please go watch Thief in the Night if you haven't. I look completely different. And I hope you're excited for what's coming. Debut album, first ever. And if you haven't listened to See Clearer, you can go listen to that. You can go watch the visualizer. And I'm trying to push for this music video to actually come out. The See Clearer music video. I've just been so jam-packed with songs that are coming out and a lot that I'm planning, but the music video for See Clearer is due to drop soon. So thank you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.